In this video, I am going to derive the quotient rule. So the quotient rule tells us how to take a derivative when we have a function which is the quotient of two functions, so n of x over d of x. I've chosen n to be numerator and d to be denominator. So this follows roughly the same way that the product rule worked. So we're doing a four-step process, so f of x plus h, which is n of x plus h over d of x plus h. Second, we need to calculate f of x plus h minus f of x, which is n of x plus h over d of x plus h minus n of x over d of x. Third, we divide this by h, f of x plus h minus f of x over h, which is n of x plus h over d of x plus h minus n of x over d of x, all divided by h. And now I'm going to do a little work, just like we did for the product rule. So first, I'm going to find a common denominator for this numerator, which is going to be d of x plus h times d of x. And so the first term we multiply by d of x over d of x. So that's, this term is n of x plus h times d of x minus the second term, we're going to multiply by d of x plus h over d of x plus h. So that's going to be n of x times d of x plus h, all divided by h times d of x plus h times d of x. Now we do a little more work, same idea as with the product rule, n of x plus h times d of x. In order for my derivative to show up, I need to subtract n of x times d of x. Since we subtracted this term, we have to add it back, plus n of x times d of x minus n of x times d of x plus h, all divided by h times d of x plus h times d of x. And now we do a little bit of grouping. So I'm going to have n of x plus h minus n of x divided by h times d of x minus n of x times, we've got a minus sign here, so we're going to get a d of x plus h minus d of x divided by h. And then this whole thing, we've brought our h into the numerator, so all we're left with is d of x plus h times d of x. And now we take the limit as h goes to 0 of our big mess. And we can recognize this first term is the derivative of the numerator, so n prime of x. Second term is d of x minus n of x times derivative of the denominator, d prime of x. And then the denominator has, as h goes to 0, this first term has become d of x, so d of x times d of x, so that's d of x squared. And so that is our quotient rule.